It starts with a forum post, not a news article, not a bank. Just a post on an obscure internet forum from a guy you've never heard of saying he just paid for a pizza with something called Bitcoin. 2 pizzas, 10,000 coins. You read it twice. You're not sure what Bitcoin is exactly. You read the Wikipedia page. Digital currency, peer-to-peer, no central bank, no government. Just math and computers and people agreeing it has value. You don't fully understand it, but you understand the price. 27 cents per coin. You have $27 sitting in a PayPal account from selling an old game online. Not real money, not anything you plan to keep. You think, if this goes to zero, it's $27. If it doesn't, it's something else. You buy 100 Bitcoin for $27. You close the tab. You tell nobody. It feels like buying a lottery ticket for something that probably doesn't exist. The first week, nothing happens. No price movement. No news. No confirmation that any of this is real. You check the wallet once, maybe twice. The coins are there, just sitting. Like numbers in a video game that haven't done anything yet. You almost forget about it. A month passes. You check the price, 31 cents. That's a 15% gain on $27. That's maybe $4. You know it's nothing. But something moves in your chest anyway, because it went up. On its own. Without you doing anything. That night, you lie in bed thinking, what if I'd put in $270? 3 months in, you start reading more seriously. There's a whole community forming around this thing. Forums, early adopters, developers. People are building things. Wallets, exchanges. Ways to send coins across the world in seconds with no middleman. You don't fully follow the technical side, but you follow the energy. Something is being built here. You can feel it even if you can't explain it. You move your Bitcoin off the exchange and into your own wallet, a private key, a long string of letters and numbers that you write down on a piece of paper. Then you stare at the paper for a long time because you realize something nobody warned you about. If you lose this paper, the coins are gone forever. Not locked, not recoverable, just gone. You make 2 copies. You hide them in separate places. Then you lie awake thinking about both hiding spots. 6 months in, the price hits $1. $1 per coin. You have 100 of them. That's $100 from a $27 investment. You open a calculator. You stare at the percentage gain. You close it. You open it again. You don't sell. Not because you have a strategy, because selling feels like admitting it's over. And something tells you it's not over. A year passes. The price moves slowly. Up a little. Down a little. You check it weekly now, not daily. You've accepted the rhythm of it. Slow and unpredictable, like watching something grow that you can't rush. You don't tell your friends. Bitcoin still sounds like a punchline, the kind of thing people laugh at over lunch. So you keep it to yourself and keep watching. Then 2011 happens. The price spikes to $30. Your 100 Bitcoin is worth $3,000. You sit very still for a moment because that's more than you've ever made on anything. More than a month of work. From $27. From a forum post. You think about selling. You have the page open. Your hand is on the mouse. You don't click. Then it crashes. $30 becomes $20, then $10, then $2. In the space of a few weeks, your $3,000 becomes $200. You watch it happen in real time, refreshing the page like it might change if you look fast enough. It doesn't change. It just keeps falling. You sit back in your chair. You feel sick. Not because you've lost money. You're still up on your original $27. But because you had $3,000 and you watched it disappear and you did nothing. You almost sell at $2. Just to end it. Just to make the feeling stop. You have the sell button open. Your finger is hovering. But something holds you back. Maybe stubbornness. Maybe the memory of $30. Maybe just the refusal to admit you missed it. You close the tab. You walk away. You try not to think about it. The next year is quiet. $3, $4, $5. Slow recovery. Almost boring after the crash. You check less often now. Once a week. Sometimes less. Life goes on around the wallet sitting somewhere on your hard drive with 100 Bitcoin in it. You try not to think about what it was worth at the peak. You mostly succeed. 2013 arrives and everything shifts. The price hits $100, then $200. Then the news picks it up. Bitcoin on CNN. Bitcoin on the front page. People who laughed at you 2 years ago are now texting asking if you still have any. You don't respond right away. You just sit there looking at the number. $200 per coin. 100 coins. $20,000. You call in sick to work, not because you're sick, because you need a day to process this. You make coffee. You sit at your kitchen table. You sell 10 coins. $2,000 lands in your bank account. You stare at it for a long time. That's real. That actually happened. $20,000 from $27. From a forum post about pizza. Then it keeps going. $500. $800. November. $1,000. Your remaining 90 coins are worth $90,000. You stop sleeping properly. You check the price before you open your eyes in the morning. You check it before you go to sleep. The number is always different. Always moving. Always higher. You don't sell anymore. You can't bring yourself to. December 2013. The price hits $1,200, $108,000, from $27. Then it crashes again. Hard. $1,200 he becomes $800. Then $500. Then $300. Over the next year, it slowly bleeds back down toward $200. You watch your $108,000 become $18,000. You don't sell. You've been here before. You know what this feels like. You tell yourself you know what comes next. You sit on your hands and wait. 2 years of quiet. $200. $300. $400. Slow and grinding. The forums are quieter now. The believers are still there, but the excitement is gone, replaced by something more stubborn, more patient. People who are still holding, not because they're excited, but because they've decided. You're one of them now. You've decided. 2017. You already know what's coming because you've felt this energy before. The slow build, the new people arriving, the price ticking up day by day until suddenly it's ticking up hour by hour. $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. Your 90 coins are worth $900,000. You don't tell anyone. You don't know how. You sit alone in your apartment and you stare at a number that doesn't feel real. December 2017. $20,000 per coin. $1,800,000. You sell 20 coins, $400,000 into your account. Taxes will take a portion. You don't care. You needed to make some of it real before it disappeared again. You've learned that lesson. You still have 70 coins, worth $1,400,000 on paper. You make coffee. You sit down. You try to breathe normally. The crash comes in January 2018. It always comes. $20,000 becomes $10,000, then $6,000, then $3,000. Your 70 coins go from $1,400,000 to $210,000. You watch it happen. Without panic this time. You've done this 3 times now. You know the pattern. You know the feeling. You know what comes after. You don't sell. You add small amounts at the bottom. You put your phone in a drawer. You wait. 2020, 2021. The ETF rumors, institutional money, MicroStrategy, Tesla, El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender. The energy is different this time. Bigger, more permanent feeling. $30,000, $40,000, $60,000. Your 70 coins plus everything you added at the bottom. Roughly 78 coins total. You do the math at $60,000 per coin. $4,680,000. You close the calculator. You open it again. Same number. You sell enough to change your life. Not all of it. Never all of it. You buy a house, cash, no mortgage, no bank. Just a transfer and a set of keys. You sit in the empty living room on the first night. No furniture yet. Just you and the echo of your own breathing. You think about the forum post, the pizza guy, the $27 PayPal balance, the piece of paper with the private key hidden in 2 different places. You didn't plan any of this. You just didn't quit. You still have coins, more than you'll probably ever need to sell. You check the price sometimes, not obsessively, just occasionally. The way you'd check on something you planted a long time ago that turned into something you can't fully explain. You open your wallet. The balance sits there, still, quiet. Same coins, same wallet, different world. You make coffee. You go outside. The sun is the same sun it always was. Everything underneath it has changed. You bought Bitcoin for $27 and held it for 14 years. You didn't feel like a genius. You didn't feel like you timed anything correctly. You felt like someone who stayed when everyone else left, who held when everything said, let go, who believed in something longer than it deserved, until it deserved it. You close the wallet. The sun keeps going. And that's the story of someone who spent $27 on something nobody believed in, and never quit. If you want more stories like this, subscribe. New video drops every Tuesday and Friday.